Guys, have you ever noticed how self-destruction feels natural in these days? Like most of people, they are just busy with scrolling through, like doing stuff that they don't even plan it to do. And they are just, instead of doing what they wanted to do, they're doing what they don't even plan it to do. So what's the important thing? Like it doesn't feel like you're falling apart. It feels so comfortable and it feels alright because in this era, like everybody does that, like everybody watching something, some stuff. So it feels natural. It doesn't feel like you're falling apart. And that's the most dangerous part. You're not, when you're not recognizing this tiny line, it's over already. So you're falling apart because most of people, they don't even notice. Self-destruction feels natural, it feels modern, and it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're falling apart. It feels like you're doing natural thing, like you're drinking a cup of water, like you're drinking a cup of coffee. So it doesn't feel like you're just distracting yourself. It doesn't feel like you're falling apart. It doesn't feel like you're doing what you're not supposed to do. So it feels like you're doing something that's okay, but it's not so. And that's the most dangerous thing, because if the person doesn't recognize this line, this tiny line, so especially the person who has goals, who's trying to build something, it's very dangerous. And after that, you are just realizing that you've done what you don't even plan it to do. So, and that's the most scariest thing, because from my personal experience, I experienced that a lot. So I'm not trying to be like guru stuff. So I'm talking to you honestly. So sometimes I don't even plan it to do some things. I don't plan it to scroll through the YouTube, for example, through YouTube shorts, but during the day I noticed myself doing it. So, and it feels natural because in these days everybody does that. So, and it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're falling apart. So it doesn't feel like I'm wasting my time. It feels like it's fine, it's okay, but it's not. So because during that period, during that time, I can just plan something. I can think about my work, my goals. So, and that's the thing that's very important to notice. So if you're not noticing this, like this little thing will just drain your time. So that's all I wanted to talk about. So that's all I wanted to say. It's kind of like you're when you're scrolling, like when you're doing bunch of stuff, it's like you're not working, right? You're waiting. You're just doing something, like you're waiting. And if you're waiting too much, you're procrastinating. If you're waiting too much, if you keep watching it, it becomes a habit, and it becomes a habit that keeps you there forever. So, and it's very important to notice this tiny line, because what I'm trying to say, like there is no any message, there is no any code, there is no any motivational line, there is no anything that can save you. So if you are not acting, if you're not doing things, it's impossible to achieve to what you want. So regardless what you're watching or what you're listening to, it doesn't matter completely. What matters, how you're using your time, how you're investing your time, what you're doing. So basically you must do what others don't want to do, and you must avoid of doing things that others do usually.